I'm Peter.lafrance. If you enjoy this video, don't hesitate to click on the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. Enjoy your visit. Welcome to BeerBasics Tasting Notes. GENESEE Ruby Red Kolsch. Recently, the folks at GENESEE Brewing Company's Brewhouse division sent me a sample of their latest brew, GENESEE Ruby Red Kolsch. Before we get to tasting this brew, first let's check the production information. Stamped on the bottom of the can is the code C208-131349. C, the third letter of the alphabet, stands for the month of March. 20 for the 20th day of March. 8 for the last numeral in the calendar year. 1 is for the main brewery in Rochester, New York. 31 is the production line number, and 3:49 is the time of day canned. The label tells us the can contains Kolsch-style blonde ale with natural pink and red grapefruit flavors at 4.5% alcohol by volume in a 12-ounce can, brewed at the GENESEE Brewing Company in Rochester, New York. Now that we've reviewed the label, let's taste the beer. What we have here is a rather clear beer. It's kind of straw colored, close to number 6 on the SRM color scale. Tightly knit head. The aroma. It is almost as if you've put your nose in a grapefruit. Let's go for the first sip. There is an immediate spike of citrus, of grapefruit, and I'm not quite too sure whether it's grapefruit or whether it's Cascade hops. Let's go for a second visit. A second visit finds very little change in any of the flavor perceptions. The third quaff is quite simply refreshing. The finish, refreshing, not very cloying, but there you are aware that this is a medium-bodied beer. I'm Peter.lafrance for BeerBasics.com, and this is Meeting Expectations. Today, we're sampling GENESEE Ruby Red Kolsch. As you saw from the earlier part of the video, and as I will fully disclose, the good folks at GENESEE sent me 2 of these cans to sample of their Ruby Red Kolsch. We took a look at the label and we had the tasting notes, and now it's time to see if it meets expectations. Well, what are the expectations? The expectations are, as I look at the label, it is a regional produced beer. It's a Kolsch style, ruby red, and as we noted over here on the side, it is a Kolsch-style blonde ale with natural pink and red grapefruit flavors. All right, so we're going to give this a shot, and I tell you, I'm expecting a full-bodied beer with probably an awful lot of grapefruit flavor, but that's going to be confusing because usually grapefruit flavors have something to do with Cascade hop, which is a style of hop mainly from the West Coast that has a very specific flavor profile, pretty much along the line of grapefruit. So we'll see what we've got here. It forms a great head. Let me note that this can that I'm pouring is a little bit chilly. Compare it to the notes that were taken before. In fact, this is ice cold. Oh. All right. Oh yeah, there's a very flowery grapefruit, but it's a sweet grapefruit, very sweet. And we'll note the head is well knit, so there's got to be a little bit of malt in the grain bill. Does it meet expectations? Yes, it does. In fact, it is a slightly lighter bodied beer than I expected, but it's certainly has a very light flavor to it. The body, as I say, is a medium body. It's a slightly confusing with the grapefruit flavor, but not really, because it is a sweeter grapefruit flavor in here, grapefruit citric spike that you would get rather than with the Cascade hops, which has more of a metallic spike to it. The finish on it is very refreshing. Again, I think if it was very cold in an ice chest on a beach or on an outdoor deck on a hot summer day, this would certainly be something that I would be glad to consume and would certainly take to a party. Cheers. To meeting expectations. I'm Peter.lafrance for BeerBasics.com. I'm back to remind you that if you liked this video, please click on the thumbs up icon below. And while you're at it, subscribe, and you will learn the next video goes hot just as soon as it does. I appreciate each and every subscription.